unfortunately, I'm hearing so much feedback at the moment. A lot of diverse and different ways of people thinking are coming in, but they're not getting heard because the majority will think the same. So the majority is winning.
Yeah.
And that one person who's got that different voice, which you wanted, but there's no room for them to be heard. Have you seen that happen?
I think definitely. And I think unfortunately, sometimes when those things happen, you only hear about that person that maybe hasn't felt that their voice has been heard or their point of view or, their approach was listened to and whatever until quite far down the line, and then it's a bit late. So what you really want to do, and what we're trying to do at the moment, is create the right environment for people to have a voice, even if actually they're a person in the room that's maybe less experienced, more junior, comes from a different background. Maybe they come from a different type of business or agency, or maybe they just come from a different socioeconomic background, whatever the things are. Like, how do we in those moments actually open up the floor for that person to have a point of view? Versus, I think we're an agency that, all agencies have a culture and a muscle memory and a way of doing things that you're like, we know how we do this, and that, but to your point, I think you then have to really intentionally go, but it's not the only way to do it. And actually that voice that might be quiet may actually be the pathway to something that's really fresh and really interesting and actually, becomes a new way. So, but you have to be really conscious because we're all operating at such speed, but actually it's as simple as just going, what do you think, Mark? What do you think, Beth? And just recognizing the person in that dynamic that maybe feels slightly less empowered in that moment to have a point of view. And that's, in its simplest terms, how you start to open up those new pathways to things.
And I couldn't agree more. And I have to say, in my time of being in agencies, especially as I was coming through, I can only think of one leader that did that.
Right.
It's an amazing leader in an agency, and we do all the creative reviews. I was project manager, and sometimes you're not sure if you're entitled to an opinion as a project manager sometimes. And this leader just went round to everyone. What do you think? Every single person. And it was amazing because being invited to speak as well, I had loads of ideas. It's like that invitation to come in was everything. And I think, if more leaders can just think about, because I know a lot of people say, we've got too many people in this meeting and stuff. Well, either have less or find out what they think if they're there.
Give them an active role if they're there. Yeah.
100%.
Exactly.